Faced with worsening delays across the region and the threats of industrial action in two countries, Liat is strapped with the reality that one of its brand new ATR aircraft will be out of commission for at least 1 week. On Monday, at least 200 passengers were temporarily stranded when Liat ground workers in Barbados temporarily downed tools at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Reports indicate that the counter staff who deal with Liat passengers but are contracted through a handling company said they were frustrated over allegations of abuse from passengers. The entire Liat network has been plagued by delays as a result of the worker unrest, combined with the difficulty Liat continues to face in its refleeting process. Dominican hotelier Gregor Nassif, who owns the Secret Bay and is executive chairman of the Fort Young Hotel, in an open letter listed over 20 incidents, including major delays or cancellations with Liat that have affected guests at his resort in the past 8 weeks. The flights mentioned include cancellations and delays of between 2 hours to 11 hours on Liat flights between June 15 and August 11. In one case, the Dominican hotelier notes that a flight was cancelled for 3 successive days, while in other cases, passengers missed connecting international flights, including one to London. On July 24, Liat was forced to issue an apology for major disruptions in the skies. A press statement quoted CEO Ian Brunton saying the disruptions were caused by a combination of factors. These include, among other things, an increase in unscheduled maintenance, bad weather, crew shortages, airport limitations, and delays in obtaining licenses for operating the new ATR aircraft in some territories. Research led by the University of the West Indies, UWI, has revealed some disturbing news indicating that 71.9% of Jamaican high school students are suffering from mild to severe symptoms of depression. The research, titled Parenting and Depressive Symptoms Among Adolescents in 4 Caribbean Countries, Bahamas, St. Kitts Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Jamaica, was led by the Department of Sociology, Psychology, and Social Work and the Department of Community Health and Psychiatry at the University of the West Indies. Dr. Clayton Sewell, president of the Psychiatric Association of Jamaica, says the findings from the study show children are not taught the positive ways to address conflicts and, as a result, resort to the negative outlets. The study also points to a negative impact of physical beatings. Sewell said the depressive symptoms of students in Jamaica was directly linked to the authoritarian style of parents who display low warmth and high levels of punishment. According to the report, in some cases, the aggressive behavior of students is tied to depression, which sometimes stems from aggressive acts carried out within their homes and communities, and from very strident punitive action taken against them by their parents. Children learn a lot, and if shown aggressive behavior early, including physical beating or verbal aggression, they are likely to display an increased propensity to become aggressive, the UWI officials confirm. After more than 100 years since the eradication of cholera in the island nation of Haiti, the disease has re-emerged with a vengeance. But a new study out of Yale University has traced the outbreak to an infected Nepalese disaster response team, dispatched by the United Nations in the aftermath of Haiti's massive 2010 earthquake. The findings coming out of the report by the students at Yale traces the Haitian outbreak of cholera to the Nepalese troops, and it urges the UN to assume responsibility for the epidemic. The report, Peacekeeping Without Accountability, says the cholera outbreak has so far killed 8,000 Haitians and sickened another 600,000. A series of studies were carried out soon after the epidemic began in the middle of October of 2010 and continued since. Those studies show that the outbreak of cholera in October happened in an area that encompassed a UN peacekeeping base where the Nepalese troops were stationed. Molecular and genetic studies show a very close match of the strain of cholera that was found in October of 2010 in Haiti to South Asian strains that were prevalent in Nepal. Further studies show there had been a major outbreak of cholera in Nepal from July to August of 2010. The UN base is built just on the border of a tributary to the Artibonite River, which is the biggest river in Haiti. It's the Mississippi of Haiti, and the UN expert panel itself showed that the construction of the sanitation and water pipes was haphazard, which led to the contamination of the tributary by human waste flowing out of the UN base. The UN has never taken responsibility for the outbreak, though the report recommends that it establishes a claims commission that would provide a forum to bring claims against the United Nations. However, the UN itself had promised to provide a claims commission, but has never done so. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says young men in that country are being dealt a deadly blow because of their association with gangs. She says a section of Trinidad and Tobago's youth population is attracted to gang activity, and youth involvement in criminal activity is now a major problem. There are close to 100 gangs operating in Trinidad, according to reports from the country's police service. In a message to mark International Youth Day on August 12, under the theme Youth Migration Moving Development Forward, Persad-Bissessar said young Trinidadians love the gang culture, and they look up to gang leaders, usually because they feel unwanted by parents or teachers. International Youth Day is observed to raise awareness of the opportunities and risks associated with youth migration. And coming up next on JTV News, entertainers motivate youth and electrifying atmosphere at Carrot Bay Fiesta.